everybody, welcome. I'm Cyndi Williams, a Wanderlust CEO, and I have the amazing Jeff with me from Travel Marks LLC. Jeff, how are you doing today?
Hey, I am doing fantastic, Cyndi. Thanks for asking.
I love it. So first of all, congratulations. You recently earned your certification at Careers on Vacation. You're a graduate. How does it
Sure
feel?
did. Oh man, it's so fantastic. It was such a great program. It's just connecting all the dots and putting it all together and seeing the results happen.
I love it. Well, tell everybody, and I love that you're coming on to share your story today because you've had an amazing journey in the past 12 weeks. Tell us a little bit about where your business was before doing Careers on Vacation and where you are now.
Oh well, before I ran into Careers on Vacation through a Travify podcast, my business was just floundering. I was with a former host agency prior to coming into the program, and it just had ran into a total stone wall. Was not getting the direction I needed from that, and I just felt there was a better way to do travel. So, when the infamous COVID-19 hit, things came to a grinding halt. So I started looking around. It was kind of a silver lining for me because it opened my eyes. I took the blinders off and was able to go out there and look at what else was out there. And I found you guys. And from the time I heard you on that podcast, I said, look, I think this lady has it. She has it down. She knows what she's doing. She's having results. I think this is the kind of results I want for our agency and for the goals we have. With my former host agency, I was not going to meet the goals I had. And I just knew there was a better way to do travel. I found it with you guys, and we are just seeing results on a daily basis with our agency right now.
I love it. I'm so thrilled. So talk to us about that. What have been your biggest wins or celebrations since starting the program?
Well, since I started the program, I've already been able to bring on 3 sub-agents into our program. And as of yesterday, since we started the program, we clocked in $105,000 worth of sales already.
6 figures.
6 figures, absolutely.
Guys, less than 12 weeks.
Yes,
That's
less than 12
amazing,
weeks.
Jeff. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's better than what I thought. I really wasn't expecting to really start seeing results after the first year, but you know what? Start putting those things into place, things happen.
And guys, let's just put this, because this is my second case study I filmed today, where Dawn, Dawn, she's in the program the same time you were. She also did 6 figures
That's awesome.
while in the program.
Congratulations, Dawn.
So kudos to you guys battling it out. I love it. But no, we always say healthy competition. There's enough abundance for all of us, but you guys did this in COVID, in the middle. Like it's just so if you guys are watching this video 3 years from now, because I know people watch stuff way back, but this happened at the craziest time in the travel industry. You guys doubled down on, I love this. I have a passion. I want to do this. And you were able to create 6-figure sales while we were just edging out of this COVID thing.
That's exactly right. And people even told me, so are you crazy going into this business, starting something on your own during this time? I said, maybe, but the world hasn't stopped turning, and people still want to travel and they still want to talk about travel. So we jumped into it with both feet.
Well, and I love that you found us on a podcast, because when the whole COVID thing first happened, we said, what can we do to help people? Like, that's just was our whole mission. Like, I don't know what's going to happen, but let's just try to help some people. And, we have our own agency. So we modified messaging. We kept our proven processes in place, and it worked. You never stopped marketing, but that's a whole other podcast.
Never stop.
That's a whole other show.
Exactly.
But tell me, Jeff, that we have a lot of mindset work, and never have we needed it. I mean, it's always been a cornerstone of our program, but this year, especially in all the craziness going on, how did the mindset work, or did it impact your business or life, or what did that help you with as you went through the program?
It totally impacted my progress. The fact that it changed the trajectory of how I want to run my business. I want to meet Brandon someday, and I just want to give him the biggest hug. He just really, his podcast and his videos just really inspire me to keep a positive mental attitude about the direction we were going as an agency, direction we're going with people, and our thoughts, actions get results, and our feelings, and just waking up every day, starting that day out with that positive mental attitude, knowing you're going to put your best foot forward and reassess it at the end of the day. And, maybe it's not going to be the best day you had planned out, but that's okay. You still have tomorrow to try and make it better. Yeah. And so it just really had me focus in on the positive things of building an agency, working with clients, and doing the right thing by them, and letting them see the passion and the positive mental attitude coming from me as well.
Yeah, I love that. And it's, you have to use those tools in your toolbox because every day is not a great day, especially this
Absolutely.
year has been right, like all the crazies happening this year, but having
Absolutely.
those tools. And Brandon is amazing. If you guys don't know who Brandon is, he is on my team. Brandon owns his own agency and he is a teacher and a giver, and he does our mindset. He's one of our mindset experts on staff, but
Yeah.
because he does that every day, right? So it's one of those things where just kind of plugging in that mindset piece and getting you to think like a CEO and know that, hey, problems are going to happen, but guess what? I'm going to eat them for breakfast because
That's right.
that's where
Exactly.
my mind is today, right?
Yeah, and the two
So,
things was, number
yeah.
one, I needed to be positive about myself, but I also needed to make sure I surrounded myself with people that
Mhm.
gave me positive thoughts too. And my wife, she's my biggest cheerleader. And if she sees I start to get a little down or negative, man, she'll come right behind me and say, "Look, this is our goal. This is where we're going, and we're going to make this. And you're the right person to lead us to make it happen."
I love it. And I always say that like you are the average of like the 5 people closest to you. So like
Right.
who's on your cell phone, who are you interacting with every day? So
Exactly.
when you step into an environment of a mastermind like this, where people are like, here's a success I had and I did this, and you can kind of see people in the program 3 weeks ahead, 4 weeks ahead, 5 weeks ahead, like, oh wow, they're doing stuff. This is work. So I feel like there's momentum that goes into that. So when you do have those hard days or
Absolutely.
those difficult days, it makes such a big difference. So I'm glad. And I know, I mean, I would never, mindset is always going to be cornerstone of our program, but I didn't know how much
Absolutely.
we were going to need it this year, and who would have
Rightfully so.
predicted, right? I mean, how could you? So
Right.
that's
And I know
amazing.
I was quiet on the Q&A mindset calls, but I was taking notes. I was scribbling. I was taking notes and learning from everybody that was on those mindset calls.
I love
So
it. Yeah, and we do. People don't know, but we have not. You don't just get to work with me. You also get to work with my team of experts, right? My social media experts, my branding expert, my mindset expert. We have all of these extra classes to kind of plug and play whenever you want to come and interact. So if people are more reserved, it's all the time that happens. They get to the end and they're like, I have to tell Cyndi what happened in my business. And sometimes the first time I see your face is on this call. That's okay because everybody has a different learning style. That's a beautiful thing of having those live calls, but also having replays that 6 months from now you can
right.
go back and go, I know Cyndi taught us that. What was that thing on the 10th of July in 2007 or whatever? But I love that. So talk to me, Jeff, about when you found us. Take me back to, like, it's easy to go, yeah, this is the best thing I ever did. I got, if you've sold 100K, you've definitely got your entire return on investment on the program, plus you're into cash flow positive before you even graduated. I always say
Absolutely.
this is a learn while you earn program, and this year is no exception. But take me back to before you knew all that was going to happen, when you found us and you're like I'm listening to this lady on whatever webinar or
Right.
podcast or all the places we are out in the world. What was that process like for you to decide to start working with us? Were there
Yeah,
any
I was
hurdles you had
really
to
at
overcome? What was that like for you?
yeah, I was really at a point of frustration. I had put 2.5 years into my business with another host agency and was doing really well. I was a top producer in that host agency
Yeah.
and was working a solid 45, 50-hour week job as well at the same time. I call it my side gig now because I'm going to eventually jettison it. But I just knew there was something else out there that I wasn't connecting all the dots yet. I was doing okay, but I knew I could be doing better. I was putting a lot of work and a lot of effort into something and not getting a lot of return back. So I was a big fan of Travify, and I listened to all their podcasts. And you popped up on a Travify podcast, and I listened to you, and I said, "Man, look how positive and energetic and outgoing she is, and she's got all the pieces that are working together to make her agency really go. Plus, her career's on vacation." So after I got off the podcast, I got my wife. I said, listen a little bit of this and tell me what you think. Then we went and did some due diligence on the internet. Could find nothing negative about your program, nothing at all. It was all positive, great results. I said, let's dive into this and check into it a little further. So I had my first call, and with Chris, it wasn't with Christine, but anyway.
One of our
So I had
success
this,
coaches, there's a few.
yes, the success coach, and she just talked to me about the program and the results that could happen. And I kind of did it. She did an overview of the program, and I said, I want to do this. I think this could change it. I call it changing the trajectory of our path and where we're going as an agency and what we want to accomplish as an agency and goals. Within 2 years, I want my wife and I both to be doing this full time with an agency. We're going to do it. We're going to hit it, maybe sooner than later. And we did it. We're going to be able to do it because we're following the program and the path you set forth through the mindset through your program.
You have the roadmap. I have no doubt you can do it. That's exactly what my husband and I do. We made that same goal, and we work 100% from home or while we travel. We have this, I mean, I'm just like, I always tell people like, yeah, I'm the one that figured it out. Like I got 25 years in, I started in the industry. I made a lot of mistakes, all the stuff, but I'm just a mom, or a parent or a wife, just like or a husband in your case. Right. So it's like, but yeah, I figured it out. And I do have like this genuine, like, I want everybody to have this life. The travel industry is so abundant. Absolutely. And everything is possible. You just have to know what to do when and how to. I think the biggest disconnect when you sign up with a host, even if you're a good producer, because you can be a good salesperson, but how do you get the leads? It's how do you operate in this online space? And because I worked for corporate for a good chunk of time for a travel company, I learned how the big guys market, and I'm applying it in a small business way. And that's what we essentially teach you everything in this program.
I will tell you, the marketing works. I mean, just today I had 12 people sign into our VIP group on Facebook.
I love it. That's so good.
You just get this bing, 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 bing. Hey, you need approval, No problem, approved. So I talked to Christina on my final call 2 weeks ago, and I was at a point of frustration. I only had 16 people in my VIP Facebook group, but I had 150 so in my regular Facebook group, and I was having trouble getting them over there. So I tweaked it a little bit, and so now we're up to 72 as of today.
I love it. Yeah. And that's the other thing too, like having that personal coach that can go, you can bounce things and go, something's not working here. Can you help me calibrate, or let's troubleshoot? Because everybody's in a different space. And even like, it's a lot to set up all this stuff. Let's be honest. When I say 12, people are like, why is it 12 weeks? Not only am I going to be your best friend for that 12-week time period, like I'm going to give you everything that you need. You're setting up a lot of stuff, and sometimes it's easy to miss this or miss that. So being able to go on live or ask your coach or troubleshoot or get that on that daily support feed that we have. So you make sure by the end, when you do your final call, that's why, because I know my coaches, they have the checklist that I created that we'd go in and check, is this optimized properly? Is that optimized properly, to make sure those systems, because a small thing can change. The success story I just recorded right before yours, we made a couple adjustments to her and she had 500% growth within 30 days. Can you imagine? That's awesome. Just by making those small calibrations, that's the stuff that you sit in frustration and overwhelm because you just don't have the eyeballs for it, right? It took me 25 years to get the experience that I have. So it's just, I love that you're just made a couple tweaks, but I really do feel like it's that personalization piece that can explode the trajectory, if you will, to use your word. I love it. So what would you tell that person out there that is on the fence? They know they're thinking about getting into the travel industry and they're like, oh, I probably really should do this the right way from the beginning, but should I do this? Or they were like you and they know how to sell travel, they're experienced at that, but they just can't figure out how to connect the dots on how to really get their business like supersize. What would you say to those individuals who are just kind of like on the sidelines about working with us?
I would absolutely say, get off the fence post. You're not going to move anywhere sitting on the fence post. Take that chance, whether you're just beginning in the travel industry and want to start, or whether you've been in it for a while and you're not connecting the dots like I was. Get off the fence post, jump into this program, do the 12 weeks, follow it step by step as it's laid out. There's a great plan. There's a great plan. There's a map to follow. There's no test at the end. There's just results at the end.
Woo, I love that. That's gonna be your thumbnail. No test at the end, just results. I love that, Jeff. Yeah, and guys, listen, we really are here for you. And Jeff said something really profound. He said, I went out and researched your company and I couldn't find anything negative. I'm gonna tell you why that is. Because we have a process where we sit down and talk to you before we decide to work together. So what we do is we have you book a discovery call, which is just to help you get clarity on your goals. And if we can help you with what your personal goals are, we invite you to apply for the program. If we legitimately can't help you, or you're doing something that's not in our wheelhouse, we will give you some great feedback, but we'll send you to someone who can help you. But if our goals align and it is a match to work together to get you results and to help you on your path, then we'll invite you into the program. So if you want to book one of those clarity calls, go ahead and go to careersonvacation.com/ready now. And it's just a meeting with one of our success coaches to help you outline your goals and see how Careers on Vacation could help you, if it can help you. If so, we'll proceed with the conversation. If not, we'll wish you well. But that's why our reviews are what they are, because we only work with people we know we can help. Like, right. And you've been in class, Jeff, right? Like, we're not hurting for clients. Our classes are full. We legitimately want to help people who are ready and who are serious about building travel businesses. So that sounds like you. Go to that link. And Jeff, you are part of the club now. Like, you're in the Careers on Vacation family. You're not going far. You're going from the active group over to our grad group, which is also active in its own way. Over 300 people, you guys, have gotten certified by Careers on Vacation, ASTA affiliated program. But that's where Jeff's headed, and he has his whole family. You don't have to sit in overwhelm or frustration. If something pops up, you're going to be over there in that group.
It's a great group to be a part of.
And I wish you so much success. I'm so excited. I can hear the enthusiasm in your voice. I can tell your mindset is just exactly where it needs to be. Your successes speak for themselves. I mean, you guys, 6 figures in a pandemic. Right. Jeff not only paid for the course through what has on the books to earn, but he's already in cash flow positive. But now you know how to replicate this every single month for the rest of your life. Exactly. And we are going to be your cheerleaders from here on out. So keep us posted on how things progress. And I'm so excited for 2021.
Yeah, I'm so grateful for you, Cyndi, and your program. It's just amazing.
Thank you for trusting us, you and your wife, for trusting us with supporting you on your journey. We take every person we help, we take really, really seriously. And I'm so excited when we get to film so many. We have like 6 to film this week. It's ridiculous. So we'll be watching. I'll see you over in the grad group. Okay, Jeff, thanks for joining us today.
All right, Cyndi, thank you very much.
Yep, we'll talk soon. Bye.
All right, bye.
Hey guys, Cyndi Williams here. If you like that last video, make sure you check out my other content to help you grow and scale your very own travel business. And also, I invite you to travel around the world with me and find out what I'm doing in my portable, profitable, award-winning travel business. Check out the videos.